Teaching millennials proper etiquette in the professional workplace. I'm Ken Molestina in Plano, where this very interesting seminar is taking place. It's aiming at teaching students how to do things the old school way.
Well, how about some help for those looking to get ahead in the workplace?
As a millennial, I feel like we kind of have some deficits in communication.
That is straight from the mouth of a millennial, and now a new approach is hoping to teach some old school lessons. From proper etiquette to eloquent language skills, millennials don't always have the best reputation in the workforce.
Yeah, but one North Texas man wants to change all of that. Ken Molestina shows us how some baby boomers are putting millennials on the fast track to professional success, and many would argue kind of getting back to basics.
Getting back to basics. He calls it the old school, though. Could you imagine that, Doug? Kaylee, think of this, guys, as a bit of a boot camp where millennials get a crash course on how to present themselves as a polished pro rather than an out-of-work, know-it-all kid.
Is that good? Huh?
At the head of this class, right next to a life-size cardboard cutout of Batman and Superman, you'll find a bit of a business etiquette guru trying to impart some wisdom on the 20-something-year-olds in the seats.
So you're in an interview. What are the words you're not going to say in an interview?
I'm not going to say awesome.
Awesome. Okay, good.
Jim Whitten is behind a 4-hour seminar he calls the old school.
It came about because we wanted to teach the millennials the wisdom and tools from all centuries and bring them into this age of distraction.
An era, he says, that's producing a generation of young adults who've forgotten the values of things like a handshake in a job interview.
Looking someone in the eye and being able to connect with them in just a few minutes and begin to form a relationship.
And I feel like I'm getting better at it as I get older.
Haley Rogers is a 26-year-old writer who came to the old school to help her develop communication skills that she says she lacks because of a culture of text messages and emails.
Well, I think that, all the immersion of technology absolutely builds a wall between us and other people.
They always assume you're doing well. And
27-year-old Bennett Brown sells commercial insurance. He's looking to make sure his older clients don't take him for anything less than a serious young professional.
A little more mature, a little more respected, a little more eloquent. Not only helped me as an individual, but it helped me in the sales world as well.
And we're told that many millennials who show up at these classes are actually sent there by their bosses. Some of them, in fact, CEOs who send their millennial workforce there. Others, like the ones that you got to meet, they show up on their own. And in case you're wondering, the 4-hour sessions cost about $250.
Man, found a way to make some money off of that.
I wish we would have thought of that.
You know what, though? No matter how many devices they come out with, nothing's ever going to change the value of a handshake, a smile, and sincerity.
Absolutely.
Right? Doesn't matter what you got in your hand.
Ken, thank you for that story. All right, I'd like to thank you for the weather today, but...
Look at you stacking your papers and everything over there.
Talk to the hand.
Bored with Scott Padgett right now?
I'm not going to get a handshake out of this one at all, am I?
We will be excited.